Hello everyone, my name is Pixelriffs. What's up? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's having a good day. It says fixing hair, it lies. I haven't done anything to my hair today. Because today we're going to have a nice chill one. We're going to be working on some preparations for this week's projects in the Minecraft Survival Guide. Probably getting some stuff together for a Guardian farm, which means we're going to be collecting a lot of soul sand, a lot of sand for glass, that kind of junk. Hope everyone's going to enjoy. And yes, I know Mumbo Jumbo is streaming. Do not advertise his channel. He does not need it. And my mods will probably ban you if you do. Like, it's nothing personal against Mumbo. Love Mumbo. Just people don't need to advertise his stream on other people's streams. It's like saying subscribe to PewDiePie. You probably know who PewDiePie is. Like, why tell everyone to subscribe to him? You don't need to bother. People are either going to like subscribe to him or they're not gonna care. And hopefully, you guys are here for me and not to talk about somebody else. That's the idea. So, Sir Kink, thank you for the 14 bits. Hello to you. Hope you're having a good one. Did you know the TV is on? Yeah, exactly. So I'm in an andesite box right now. Need to fix that. Been AFKing for some mob drops and stuff. So today, I reckon we're probably going to spend the majority of the stream in the Nether collecting soul sand. Because what is the bounding box of a Guardian Temple? Like, that's something I should really know. It's something I should have looked up before we started this. Anyone want to open the Minecraft wiki and tell me how big an ocean monument is? Because I know the bounding box is different to the area of the temple itself. I'll probably just go with the area of the temple for now. Compact and minimalist base design. It basically is. It's what all villager trading things are going to be like. It's just going to be that and a bed. I have a little bit of stuff done for the next episode already, but ignore that for the moment. 23 each way from the center. So yeah, 56 by 56. Huh. Yeah, the perimeter of the temple, though, is slightly different, right? Like, the perimeter of the temple, the structure itself is more like 48 by 48 or something. Is my render distance? Yeah, okay, cool. Just checking. Just checking. How's everyone's day? How's your weekend? I hope you all had a very relaxing Saturday and Sunday. Because I've had the opposite. We've had to deal with the conclusion of the Hermitcraft Civil War arc, and I literally got the voiceover done maybe about half an hour before I was supposed to be starting my stream. So I had to start a little bit later. Apologies for the folks who were here at 4 waiting for me to go. I don't imagine there was that many of you, but yeah, we did have to get the voiceover for that done before I could. I hadn't eaten anything at that point either, so I kind of had to make my exit. So dark oak and stuff. I'm trying to work out what we need to make all of the fence gates and stuff out of. Because we're using the design that's been popularized by Cubfan on the latest... Cubfan and Iskal, I guess, both did it on the latest season of Hermitcraft. We're going to be making a very bubbly Guardian farm this week. Hence the soul sand. But if we go for 48 by 48, if I imagine that it's about that... Because, let's face it, that's going to be roughly the area we can work with anyway. That's 36 stacks of soul sand. Okay. So that's at least one shulker box we need. The bubbles! He loves bubbles. Hey, Cirque, how are you? Welcome along. So that's one shulker box. That one's got loads of coral and stuff in. We'll take the magenta one as well. It'll be easy to see. And then the rest of this stuff we probably need to put away so that I have some room in here. Yeah, I've been AFKing for mob drops up there, and it's gone very well. People said that there was going to be a risk that my mob farm wouldn't work as efficiently if I'd built the balloon around it, because it wouldn't have sky access on the block directly above the mob farm. Doesn't seem to have made much of a difference, or if it has, it's not really noticeable. It's probably there mathematically or something, but it's not actually something that I need to worry about for my own purposes. I'm not here to make the most efficient thing. I'm not after like a certain amount of drops per hour or whatever. French toast with the daughter and watching this. Sounds lovely. Good morning to you. And Narwhal, thank you for the follow. Let's see, we can put this in here. We can probably put some of the dark oak logs away. I'll keep a stack of them on me just in case. This box of concrete powder is going to be used in that episode. And I guess we'll put away these in here. Okay. Yeah. I'll leave these in there as well. And this iron can be popped away in there. I'm just going to try and strip down to the bare minimum, basically, of the least amount of stuff we need to take to the nether. Don't need the water bucket. Can leave that there. So yeah, let's go get some soul sand. Radioactive Bear with the follow. Thank you. Hi, Crystal Alpaca. I'm having a good day. Thank you for asking. Mendelssohn has been spotted. Yep, he's in there. He's in there just biding his time, waiting for me to get another trident. I think another trident is basically the only thing I would need to add mending to at this point, unless I want a mending shield or a mending set of shears. A mending flint and steel. So we have a lot of soul sand around here. A lot of it is like bridging to other sections of the nether, but I think around here is probably a good place to get it, because this also helps us flatten out this area around the nether hub. Not that I've done much with the nether hub, and I probably want to redesign it at some point, but in the meantime we can shift some of this. And if we want to... Ow! Forgot about that. If we want to build something a little bit more massive here later, then having this area flattened out is probably going to be a good thing. Quietly lurking while you get stuff ready for the week ahead. Me too, except I have to stream the process. Welcome along, Cosmic Dancer. Good to see you. When am I going to finish the Nether Hub area? Define finish, because I don't know if it's something that's ever going to be finished. As long as I keep exploring this world, I'm going to need to create more Nether connections. So I don't know if it's ever going to be finished. I feel like that's also another thing that, in terms of tutorials, I'm sort of done explaining it. You know, like, people know how to create nether hubs and how to link up portals in the tutorials that I've already done, so I don't really feel the need to cover too much more of it. But then, if it's, like, relevant to another tutorial thing that we can discuss, then that probably makes more sense. I don't want to cut content out of this series just because we've covered it before, because some people might be new to the series and coming in late, but I feel like once you know a little bit about nether hubs, you know everything. Lenore Nevermore was recently introduced to my channel. Also, this is the first time watching me stream. Welcome. Good to see you. I want to say how calming the videos are. It's good for you because you have severe anxiety, so thanks for that. Hey, well, thank you. Well done for having the, you know, the bravery to admit you have severe anxiety in front of a stream full of people. No, that's fantastic. And, I mean, it's not fantastic that you have severe anxiety, but it's fantastic that you're able to overcome that for long enough to tell people. Because that's the first step, really, isn't it? Is you know, reaching out to people and telling people you have a problem, making them more aware of it. And you're welcome, I suppose. I always feel kind of like I'm not entirely sure what to say when people say that my videos have like helped them through something. That's always humbling to learn. Will I ever do an episode on command blocks? I mean, probably. I feel like command blocks are sort of halfway to being defunct now. Get out. Sort of halfway to being defunct now because of data packs, and like functions were around for a while. They were the thing, and now it's data packs. But there are still certain things that I suppose command blocks make it easier to do in world, and there's things like teleportation and stuff, I guess, could be useful if I end up doing something like Fix It does, where you've got a button that takes you from one part of the world to another. It would be a good topic to cover. It's not necessarily a survival thing, but you can set them up in survival worlds, I guess, so it's not entirely out of my wheelhouse. I don't really know that much about how to use command blocks, though, so I would have to do a lot of research. You left Mumbo's stream to come here because he was just digging. Well, welcome to this stream where the same thing is happening. It turns out in this Minecraft game, you do a lot of digging. Digging is kind of part of the... Why don't they just call it, like, dig make? Let's play some dig make. Paranoid, you don't have to time out anyone who mentions Mumbo's stream, but if they're, like, trying to encourage people to leave here and go to Mumbo's stream, that's when you need to be timing them out. Beacons do work in the Nether. If you open up the Netherrack all the way to Bedrock, beacons have to have access to either the sky in the overworld or the Bedrock ceiling in the Nether. Why am I gathering a lot of soul sand? Because I'm making a Guardian farm. Hence the title of today's stream. Guardian Farm Prep. I'm planning on making the same style of Guardian farm that Cubfan and Iskel have made on the most recent season of Hermitcraft, where the Guardians spawn in bubble columns and are immediately ejected to the surface and then channeled into a water stream from there. The main reason I'm going to do that version and not any other version that you may have seen is because it's the simplest to explain. We already understand how bubble columns work if people have been following along with the series for that long, so just knowing that you can have Guardians spawning in bubbles and they will reach the surface really quickly is a very simple mechanic to understand. Whereas the old style of Guardian farm where you made a limited area for Guardians to spawn and it had to be a plus shape for some reason, and then you have them fall through lava and there's flowing water and it all gets placed on fence gates and things, like that works and I can make one of those, but I feel like these style of Guardian farms are fairly straightforward and they look quite impressive and they'd be a good project for people, especially at the time in this series where we want to get into like mid-sized projects. But it also doesn't involve, excuse you, it also doesn't involve like clearing out the entire area of sand, because all you need to do is just keep the water there. Shulker box was so close to burning up then. Alright, you can not be on fire now, thanks. Yeah, you don't have to remove all of the water from the area is the main advantage of these Guardian farms, which is kind of ideal, really. Like, I would prefer that to having to place a massive cube of sand. I mean, maybe we'll do that in future if we want to, but I feel like this farm works so well that you don't really need to. So yes, lots of soul sand is required. About 2,300 blocks of soul sand is required. Just finished clearing the water from your Guardian farm when you saw Cub and Iskel's farm, so then you just started filling it with water again. Basically everybody as of the 1.13 update. It's always the worst when you're like, I've just finished doing this. Oh wait, it can be done much better now. To be honest, I was doubtful that Guardians would even spawn in soul sand bubble columns, but apparently they do. And even if they didn't, you could probably just alternate between the bubble and the not bubble, and they'd still get caught in it because their hitbox is quite large. Oh, Wooga's here as well. Speaking of Guardian farms, hello, mates. And yours used bubble columns to, like, drag them down rather than push them up as well. So that was... It's basically the same farm, but in a different configuration. It's obviously done well for you on the server, so... What are the most efficient XP farms possible, and where would this one come in that list? According to the folks on Hermitcraft, it's pretty efficient. Iskel says his Wither Skeleton farm that Nembon helped him design is really efficient. and I think Doc M said his Enderman farm, like, gives you XP faster than your player can absorb it. So I'd say Doc M's Enderman farm, the Ender Mini, I think, is probably another Nembon or Ilmango design, is, yeah, definitely the place to look if you want a super fast XP farm. But then you obviously have the disadvantage with all of those is that you have to go and, like, reach them in the first place. That's the reason I haven't built an Ender yet, is that I so rarely used an Ender on any of the servers I've been on, because you always have to just go out to the end, and depending on where your stronghold is and how you've got the server set up, you can sometimes get experience from a local XP farm faster than it takes you to go to the end and do it all in one go. Especially if you've got like a double or even a triple spawner somewhere close by. The drops you get might be more useful as well, because Ender Pearls are useful, but having like a triple skeleton farm or something like that, you just get so many bones. And I build with bone blocks all the time. Hey, Technical Augury, welcome along. I think that might be enough soul sand, you know? I think we might have enough soul sand. Should we just fill up this box to make sure? Or maybe I still have some in my storage room back at the house. I think I might still have some. Is it Ender or Ender Mender? It's Ender because of, you know, killing them. And it was named that much before mending was introduced as an enchantment, so they've been called Enders for a while. Making Ender is relatively easy as well. It just involves a lot of fairly dangerous work. You're bridging over the void. Stuff attacks you if you look at it. It's like, it's not fun. Extra is never a bad thing. It's true. It's true. Just running out of, like, the surface area of soul sand there that I actually want to clear right now. But I think I probably have enough soul sand back at the farmhouse to fill up at least the next row of this box. Unless I'm thinking of netherrack. You could put your base in a stronghold or in the end, it's true. You definitely got that option. I would love to build a base over a stronghold at some point. I think that would be a great place for a base. I've got 3-ish stacks in here. Which, yeah, that's definitely going to be more than enough. Between these two boxes, like a full and a half shulker box there, that's going to be more than enough. So that's the first set of materials figured out. Next, we need to do a little bit of tree farming. I'm probably going to get oak wood for this. I don't know why, but I am. Bye. Joshua, thank you for the follow. And the microphone, satisfying soul sand digging, thank you for the bit. We also have Freak Machine with the follow. Appreciate you guys. Hope you're all having a good day. Yes, more tree farming. Can never get enough. My problem is I want to have like a dedicated stockpile of trees so that if I just want to come here and grab like a stack of oak, then I can. But then whenever it comes to bigger projects and I need a ton of wood for something, I'm like, yeah, we should just go and farm more wood instead of using the supplies that I already have. It's a weakness. It's a weakness and a sickness. Mug looks funky with the green screen. That's why I always have this mug when I stream. I think on Friday I didn't have it because it was a more casual stream, but I try and make sure this mug is available because it's just really funny being able to see through it. I'm amazed that this piece of green tape on the microphone doesn't do that more because it's kind of bluish green, I guess, so it probably doesn't quite count. Immortal Absol and Fudge Mystery, thank you guys for the follows. No worries, Paranoid. It's all good. Fudge Mystery sounds like a book I would read. That sounds like a Enid Blyton book or something like that. Famous 5 and the Fudge Mystery. There's an amazing shop in York. There's like a fudge pantry that sells all kinds of really great fudge. It's like a salted caramel fudge. It's so good. Haven't been back to York for a while, though. Fresh cup of Minecraft, indeed. What you remember from York is a shop selling hundreds of different beers. Oh, is it Evil Eye? Is it that one? I've been to that one a couple of times. They were the only place you could get Desperado's beer for the longest time, and then suddenly everywhere had it. And I don't know, like when I was a student, I drank that stuff all the time. These days, I'm not such a fan. RSMG with the host, thank you. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Hey, Lucky Chimera. Welcome. And yep, several of these are rather large. That's fine. I might get some ender pearls while I'm doing this. Tree farming is always better with ender pearls. What are my plans for Minecraft survival this week? Well, as you may have guessed from the title of today's stream, we're probably going to work on a guardian farm at some point. I'm doing a little bit more work around Founder's Forge. If I can get an ink farm together as well, then that's going to be worth doing. Because the whole point of having the guardian farm and the ink farm is, of course, to get dark prismarine. Which is one of my favourite blocks, and one that I'm using quite a lot in this town, which is why I feel like maybe time to get hold of some of that good stuff for myself. Hey, Ferris, thank you so much for subscribing. I did not go anywhere. Did I really fire that straight up? Apparently I did. Thank you for subscribing. Enjoy your Pixel Hype emote. Welcome to the Pixels. You are 1 in a million. Fudge Mystery, thank you. Appreciate that. If I have water in the Guardian farm, it can double as a Blitz Ball Arena. Yeah, watch how well that crossover goes down. Gonna be back on Tuesday playing some more Final Fantasy X. Almost said 7 then for a second. I don't know why, but 7 is just the number that comes up automatically whenever I start saying Final Fantasy anything. It's funny because it's not even my favourite of the series anymore. Probably was for a while, but then I was one of those kids. I'm going to do my own Guardian farm build, and I'm going to use Cubfan and Iskel's build. Like, I haven't seen exactly how Cubfan and Iskel built theirs. I haven't watched a tutorial or anything, but it seems pretty obvious. You just need to build a giant square of soul sand within the bounding box of a temple and then move them using water streams. Like, it's weird. Like, it's their design because they built it on Hermitcraft, but I imagine a lot of people probably came up with the same idea, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to build that simply because it's the most straightforward farm and doesn't involve clearing out all the water. We might do a different style of Guardian farm in the future, but I think for now, if Guardians can still spawn in soul sand, then that's... Or not in soul sand, in bubble columns. I see no reason not to do this one. Kill shot with the 1 bit. Sorry you were asleep. That's fine. Never apologise for sleeping. Need it to recharge. Ginger the Lily. Cobble Clicker is a very good, fun map to play. It's been tremendously entertaining playing that with Loy. Not least because Loy himself is a tremendously entertaining guy. And knows a little bit more about the mechanics of Bedrock than I do. So I would never have thought to convert the zombies into drowned to have them drop their gear. Because I guess that's an exploit. Or some sort of bug that was in Java Edition and got fixed. From what I understand, from what he said. But yeah, never would have thought to do that. I would have just attacked them constantly. But all of the zombies seem to spawn with stone pickaxes, so I presume you would get them like as loot drops anyway. It's a very interesting way of getting the pickaxes then compared to just making them, because you couldn't make them. I don't know what cookie clicker is, Astro Jake, so I don't know, but Cobble Clicker is a skyblock map where you mine cobble and it basically disappears from your inventory immediately and converts into currency that you can use to buy stuff from the in-game shop. But the problem with that is you can't make stone tools, and so you basically have to use wood until you can get iron and stuff through other means. There are sheep that drop ores. It's on the Bedrock Minecraft Marketplace, if anyone is a Bedrock player and wants to check it out. Not a sponsor, not an ad. They didn't pay us to play the map or anything. Zloy was just like, hey, you want to give this a try? It looks fun. And it is. It's very good. This would make a really cool looking treehouse. Just a giant slab of oak wood. Undesirable NG, thank you for the follow. Can bone meal work if you apply it to the underside of the block? Of what block? Like of the grass block that the tree is grown on? No. It doesn't work that way. You're bone mealing the sapling, not the grass. And I think a lot of the time you have to apply bone meal to the surface of a block. Can only get Bedrock if you have Windows 10, Xbox One, Pocket Edition or Switch. Yes! Which is why basically everybody plays Bedrock. Which is not true, obviously. The Java player base is still pretty big, but Bedrock is bigger. So that's a reasonable amount of oak wood. We still need a little bit more. Because we're turning all of this into fence gates. So that's going to be great. Carrying in. I can't believe you subbed without following. Yeah, give us a follow. That'd be good. Thank you for the follow. Nightbot making coffee for everyone. So, let me ask a question. How many of you have found out that I'm streaming because I posted on my YouTube community page? Or it like showed up in your YouTube app or anything? And how many of you found out just because either like this is my usual time to stream and you know that I'm streaming so you come here, or do you get like the notifications from Twitch? Because I've been posting on the YouTube page for my channel anytime I start a stream from Minecraft Survival Guide, and I seem to get a whole bunch more people here, and it's whether it's because like I'm streaming Minecraft for once so everybody feels like showing up, or whether it's like because you found out on YouTube. I'd say it's about 50-50 in the chat. So it's definitely worth me posting there when I go live then. Some people make video notifications and stuff because it's perhaps more likely that you're going to see that, but I've heard of YouTube like giving channels a strike if they advertise their Twitch streams all the time. I think it counts more if you advertise your Twitch streams on YouTube but don't make any other content for YouTube, so I think I would be okay. But even so, I feel like uploading a whole video just to say I'm going live doesn't really make sense, but using that community page for it does. So if you guys are finding me from there, obviously drop a follow on Twitch while you're here, because then you can get notified about when I go live, and you might, miss the notification on YouTube one of these days. But yeah, I will keep posting them on there if that is helpful to you guys. You can also follow me on Twitter to find out information about my streams and schedule, and just to say hi if you like. I'm at Pixel Riffs basically anywhere. I know there's some people who've like found me through me streaming other things and didn't necessarily know I was into the Minecraft side of stuff. So anyone who's like been watching me because of Final Fantasy streams, I applaud you. Thank you for enabling my interests. Does one actually get less wood or more wood when putting trees so close to one another? About the same. It doesn't really make any difference. It's just you don't have to worry about the time it takes to like switch to your tools and chop everything down and then grow the saplings one by one. I find that if I'm just doing one task at a time, I plant the saplings, I grow the saplings, I harvest the trees. It feels like it's happening faster because there's less kind of switching around between spots in your inventory to bone meal that and then get through the leaves to it and then chop down the tree. It just feels like it's a little more efficient if you do it all, if you do each of these actions in bulk. Remember finding me through Final Fantasy II. You're probably the only person who can make that claim. Congratulations. Little Panda, 80 Mun, TBS Scars, thank you guys for the follows. Appreciate you stopping by today's stream. Hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. Hope I can make it that little bit better. Just wonder where the tree would normally spawn more side branches on their own, but that's for other trees only. I feel like acacia trees are the only ones that really have those kind of problems with the side branches. And the big oak trees, I don't really mind anyway. I don't think there are many cases in which they would spawn like side branches that were already taken up by another tree. Like the amount that happens is probably so trivial that it makes no difference. Acacia, maybe jungle, might have those problems. But it's often the case that if Minecraft can't spawn the tree, then it just won't, like, that piece of bone meal in particular won't, like, do anything. Just started watching Survival Guide and opened your Twitch to see who's live and you see me. Hey! There you go. The system works. It's all happening. So let's do the maths here. You get 4 planks from one of these. That breaks down into 4 sticks and 2 planks. That is a fence gate. So each one of these logs can be broken down into a fence gate. Ergo, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks and a bit extra of oak fence gates. I don't think that's going to be enough. I think we need more. I reckon taking a shulker box of oak wood over there would make sense. And then we'll need to go and get some sand for glass. Which we don't technically need, I suppose, but it will help. The trees that grow, like, low-hanging leaves are the worst. Least fave. Can you put one log over another to get 16 sticks? No, that is a modded recipe. Does not happen in vanilla unless you add it with a data pack. Easy Hypes and Empal and Just Haley, thank you guys for the follows. Creating stairs will be different in 1.14. Well, yeah, once you have the... Wait, no, the stone cutter doesn't affect that, does it? It's, I mean, not with wooden stairs. With stone stairs it does. Apparently I'm just planting grass now. Hello, Shane. My voice is famous by now. Depending on your definition of famous. A+ grass farm, yeah. Follow my tutorial to make lots of grass. Famous equals things that I know about, yeah, basically. I would rather be famous for things that people know about than famous for nothing in particular. Famous for being famous. Not about that life. I feel like that kind of fame is destructive. Whereas whatever this is feels more creative to me than that. What is Survival Guide? Is it a server of a few people or just a category? It is my single-player Minecraft survival series where I make tutorials about how to play survival Minecraft. I give people ideas for projects, demonstrate farms and stuff that they can make in survival, and I feel like a lot of the time it might seem weird that I'm doing that because a lot of people have tutorials for farms and stuff already, but I feel like so few people actually show you that stuff in a survival context. They show you a building creative, and you sort of have no idea how long it took to prepare or how many resources you'd have to get beforehand because they're just, you know, using the creative inventory to get all the blocks. So I feel like the goal for this series is to demonstrate what's possible in survival Minecraft while still showing you like the process of it, I suppose. Mahi, thank you for checking out the podcast. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yes, for folks who don't know, I do a podcast called The Spawn Chunks that Paranor has linked in the chat earlier. Yeah, we do a weekly podcast on Mondays about Minecraft. You can find that through any of your regular podcast listening places. It's on iTunes, Google, Apple Podcasts. It's on Stitcher. It's on Spotify. A new episode will be going up tomorrow. Lots of oak fence gates. Good. Sticks. Sticks. I don't know about you guys, but I am of the opinion that the recipe book is one of the best things that's happened to Minecraft recently. Just being able to make stacks upon stacks of fence gates like that, instead of having to click all of the recipes in, it's great. Somebody on one of my Minecraft Survival Guide episodes called me a noob for using the recipe book. I'm like, I know all these recipes, it's just a pain to click through all of them in the crafting grid. Why would you do that to yourself? This is so much quicker. There we go. Am I familiar with Paul Searles Jr.'s Survive and Thrive? First Minecraft video ever. I'm pretty sure it wasn't the first Minecraft video ever. But I know of the series. I've never actually watched it. And the main reason for me never actually watching it, despite making a similar series, is that I don't want to be accused of being a copycat. And I don't want to accidentally or on purpose copy any of Paul Searles Jr.'s ideas. I want to do my own thing and make it more about the way I play. So I've definitely heard of him. It's hard to avoid it. Of course, he was a player on Minecraft for a long time. Probably still is, as far as I know. Said in the past that I'm today's Survive and Thrive. Yeah, that would have more resonance with me if I'd ever watched the show. And nothing against Paul Searles, of course. Like, evidently he's known for doing the same thing that I do, so I must have a lot of respect for the craft. It was the first Minecraft tutorial. Again, was it? I don't know. Because I feel like people were making a lot of Minecraft videos before Minecraft ever got popular. It may have been the first series of its kind, but that's a different story. And, you know, it's that whole history of remembering the winners thing. Like, you don't know about somebody who didn't make it, but made similar videos and might have made them first. Sorry if it seems like I'm shooting down everybody's ideas in the chat today. I promise you I'm not. Actually was the first person who did a series on like how to play Minecraft. I guess maybe. I can't honestly refute the claim either way, so I feel like I'm being kind of churlish. You're only not a noob if you can memorize thousands of random recipes for each individual mod pack. Yeah, right? Question. Where is the Guardian farm from here? Oh, I know the one. I know the one. It's just been a while since I visited this portal. Up to the nether roof. Over the top here. Around the other side of this thing. I navigate so much by landmarks in this series. Yes, there it is. Haven't connected this one up at all. Maybe we should work on that instead of this. I noticed that pigman just went through the portal. Hi, welcome to the Ocean Temple. Yeah, so we're going to place these shulker lads down. Now that we've got all of those. And I think that should be enough for that. And now let's go and get some sand for glass. What's my favorite mod pack? Probably Sky Factory 3. But I'm not really a modded player, so it varies. Usually depends whatever I'm playing at the moment. But I really like Sky Factory. I think Skyblock is a really great concept, and I think Sky Factory delivers a very cool version of that experience. Strebs and Viltsu, thank you for the follows. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. I get a big lag spike now whenever I log in. I'm slightly worried that it's all the daylight sensors I put in the roof of that Blacksmith's Guild. I might have to change those. I don't want to mess with my world that much. I don't want to be restricted by whether or not stuff causes lag, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a nuisance. I may as well do something about it. That could be an important lesson, I suppose, for the survival guide as well, is like, sometimes you can't build all of the stuff you want, which sucks. Like, that's a really, like, it's a shame to have to express that sentiment, but my computer is pretty good, and if it can't handle stuff like that without occasionally doing a massive lag spike when stuff loads in, then I kind of don't want that. I want a smooth experience. Fazano, thank you for the follow. Found making your own mod packs to be more fun. Okay, that's an interesting thing. I don't have the technical knowledge to go into curating a mod pack myself, but I've never tried. I imagine it's one of those things that if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. But yeah, I think modded Minecraft has never interested me enough to go beyond the experiences that other people have already made for me. And I feel like to make your own mod packs, you probably need to have a decent knowledge of what's out there mod-wise already. So yeah, that's not something that I think I would enjoy. But of course, you are welcome to enjoy whatever you like. That's the beauty of being human. So this sand is already good enough for the moment. I can't remember if I have any shulker boxes of sand over here. Or no. I think I might have collected... Yeah, I collected a ton of sand before, but I kind of want to go and get more. Again, it's the same as the oak thing. It's once I've got a ton of resources in there, I'm like, right, that's my emergency stockpile. Let me go and grab some more for the actual projects, because then I'll just run out again, and then I'll need to go and get some more again anyway. Yeah, let's take those 3 or maybe 4. I think I'll probably need to mend my shovel before we do anything else. Cloudy day for you. It's been cloudy today. We had some sun showers earlier. I was looking for rainbows, but I couldn't see any. Fallen behind on the Survival Guide series on YouTube, seeing how much progress is awesome. Yeah, it's funny, people will pop into these streams occasionally and they're like, wow, this is getting spoilery for me because so much other stuff has happened. I'm on like episode 12 and yeah, the series is now on episode 73. It's going out tomorrow. Sorry, Paranoid, did I steal that one from you? Going to collect everything in vanilla Minecraft. Yeah, one of the things I want to do... one of the things I want to do in this series specifically is basically re-embark on a project I was doing on Decidedly Vanilla in Season 3, which was to create a museum for basically every kind of block and item in the game, display them all in this massive building, and then have like museum-style exhibits. So have... say like a redstone room that had all of the redstone components in it, but also working examples of how you could use redstone for stuff. You know the way museums have interactive exhibits where there's like stuff for kids to kind of pull around and like hatches to open up to be like, you know, reveal the answer of like how many people used to work in this industrial mill, and then you open it and it's all like far too many, they all died. Basically that, but redstone. It's what I want to do. I'm looking at this river and thinking, should I maybe turn some of this river into my ink farm? Because I spend enough time here anyway with the skeleton and spider spawner being here, that if I can AFK somewhere nearby and have one of the spots of this river be like the only river spawnable space. Because all of this over here is just plains biome, right? Like, this lake here is still technically plains, it's just a lake. Oh, this is dark forest, yeah. So none of this is technically river, so it's not spawnable for squids. Squid farms have gotten so much easier. Like, I thought... I genuinely thought squid farms were going to be really difficult to make. I suppose that over here has got to be river, right? This looks like river generation. Yeah, okay. So there's like 5, 6 blocks of river in there, and it continues up to... There's so many gravelly mountains as well. I feel so happy. But I reckon if we maybe cut this river back... turn this bit into, like, keep this as a lake, but then we build the squid farm somewhere where I'm going to be hanging out waiting for XP and stuff anyway, then it makes sense to have a squid farm here. I don't want to build it too near my base because squid farms always look like trash. You can make them look good, but it just takes a lot of time and effort. Whereas if we build a squid farm in, like, say, this part of the river, where there's a nice hefty bend in it, and the river biome goes like all the way up to here, we can probably get maybe like, yeah, 10 blocks-ish? Like a 10 by 10 area spawning squid. That's the problem, is that the river biomes are so... Oh, hello, zombie. The river biomes are so winding that it's difficult to get a decent surface area out of them. But if we're down here, we're loading in the area where the squids could spawn anyway, so... Set off a firework for you. Have to go be a responsible human being now. Rip. Sad times. Enjoy your humanity. Thanks for stopping by, I appreciate you. A with a skull exhibit and a working example of how you use one. Yeah, it could do that thing where you place the skulls before you finish placing the soul sand, and so the wither doesn't ever spawn, but it's just like, it looks like a wither. That'd be fun. But then it'd go through a portal to the Nether, and you'd see a wither trapped in Bedrock and that kind of thing. One of my my ideas for a ghast exhibit in the museum was like a simulated ghast fireball, right? But then I was like, hey, wait, you could probably just bring a ghast back from the Nether anyway and just set up like a fireproof room. But like, is that something that a responsible museum would do? Instead, you just have some kind of like ghast fireball simulator where it sets off TNT nearby, so there's an explosion and maybe there's fire, but you're in like a safe position so you don't actually get hurt. It'd be really funny. And yes, there's an achievement to bring a ghast back from the Nether, but then you have to kill it. It's like the whole idea is to like betray the ghast, which is really funny, but is not necessarily something that would make sense for the museum concept. Because I'd want to keep the ghast. Get back. Foul beasts. Never again with these cave spiders. Never again. Unless we find like a quintuple spawner. Shovel is on the mend. Not bad. Probably now got more spider eyes than I know what to do with. You don't like responsible museums, you like interesting museums. Or have a squither instead. It'd be funny if if I added in the data pack that they have for mob heads and stuff. Is that seriously 8 block light? Feels darker than that. Yeah, if I added in the mob heads pack. That's one of the things I'm considering doing for my episode about data packs when that inevitably happens. A concrete ghast with a fire charge dispenser mouth. Yeah, that kind of thing. Like, it fires a fire charge at you, and then some TNT goes off nearby, and maybe there's, like, a bunch of note blocks that make the sound. But, like, something as though a museum hasn't been able to get hold of a ghast in Minecraft, or, like the dinosaur exhibits at the Natural History Museum in London, where it's got, like, this animatronic dinosaur, but it's not actually a real dinosaur, you know? Kids. And I think it'd be really funny to have that almost like reinforce the idea that this is a museum and all of these things are exhibits for immersion's sake. Do I know when 1.10 will come out for Bedrock? No idea. I know there's a beta out there already. Oh, sorry, Perkovic, thank you for the follow. Or possibly Perkovic. I don't know. The museum would never lie to me. Museums are treacherous places. Did I build all of this? All this! Everything the light touches. Except inside the spawner. You must never go there, Simba. I built this. I built the sky. I built the sea. I built that spider. That one spider in particular. And now I kill it. I'm a merciful god. But yes. Yeah, I built this. You know that one comic that's like, I did this. That's me. I drink out of space. Can see the mossy cobblestone through my head. The magic of green screens. Give me more skeletons, please. Yundaga, thank you for the follow. You love the green screen mug so much. Me too. I need to do a full green screen stream at some point with the green screen like morph suit on and this green screen mug. But have the background still be there. So you're looking at a webcam and there's just no dude. I find it funny how many people are really into the idea of the green screen morph suit thing, as if, like, seeing less of me is a good idea. Thanks, guys. It's the same as not having a webcam. Though it's like having a webcam, but having it pointed at something completely different. Okay, now I'm not even mending anything. I'm just here collecting XP. Clancy with 100 bits. Hype for the green screen mug. Thank you. We're here for the voice. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, we could just turn the webcam off and you can just listen to my voice. You're not here for this. Fry is here for the looks. I'm here for the way our eyes cross as we see each other across a crowded room. Just mend that axe a little bit more. I think we're done here. Take some bones with us. We've been farming trees, we might as well. Replenish our stocks, and I think I might take some of the bows just so I've got stock for dispensers back at the farmhouse. Yeah, that'll be a good idea. Combine all of these dudes, which we'll have to have a grindstone in here to do come 1.14, won't we? That'll be a delight for everybody. Then we'll get experience for it. So far behind on the series, you need to catch up. Have you got to the point where I've raided an ocean monument yet? Because if you haven't, that's important for what we're doing today. Keep up with the spawn chunks instead of the videos. The two aren't necessarily interchangeable, but no, that's fine. You don't have to keep up with the videos if you don't want to. Sun Gaming, you're finally here. Finally. Thank goodness. Drop a follow while you're here. Welcome to the stream. To be fair, Spawn Chunks is easier to catch up on because there's one episode a week and you can just listen to it while you're doing other things. I appreciate that. Should put my armor back on. I did. It's there. You can see it on me. It's just there's a bug with nether portals right now, and that stops it from showing up in the HUD. It'll show up in a second. You watch. I'll do something with my armor, and bam, it'll be back. Like that. Haven't even caught up with FF10 yet. Again, FF10 is like 4 hours of it at a time. Twice a week. It's a lot to keep up with. Excuse you? Die a slow death. What am I doing? Running around a Minecraft world. Fibrous Gavin. Wow. That's a name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Yeah, portals have always been a bit buggy. They always seem to do something weird like that. I remember when Nether portal teleportation was broken and it used to like drop you off in weird places. That was fun. It still kind of works that way if you ender pearl through a portal, I think, unless they fixed that. Because Joe Hills used to use that to get back to one of his bases in... Is it Season 5? I think it must be Season 5 at this point. He used to get to spawn by ender pearling through his portal at the at Red Sky Bay and ending up like in the middle of the spawn tree with no knowledge of how he got there. Minecraft still has positioning bugs. Yeah, wasn't there also something where when you went through a nether portal, it like teleported you to that place in the overworld before it took you to the nether, and that meant you could walk through a portal and be on fire? Because if there was lava there, then yeah, it was a whole thing. Anyway, I don't need that. I'll put all of the trees over here somewhere. All of the trees, all of the saplings. Probably going to do an episode on custom trees this week as well, I think. Because, you know, it might not have occurred to people that you can actually build your own trees. Seems strange, but sometimes you have to suggest this stuff to people before they'll realize it's possible. I think I've been like that a couple of times. Sometimes I just... It's like when you sort of temporarily forget what you're doing and how you're doing it, and then you realize there's a much easier way of doing things. Some people might not even realize that they can just build a tree. So it works in real life if you have enough twigs and leaves and BBA glue. You're exposed? Cover yourself up again. Could be embarrassing. I need to get some of this glowstone. Actually, I probably don't. I've got villagers. Like, villagers are such an underrated source of glowstone. If you ever run out of glowstone in your world, just get a priest. Get a priest to trade you a ton of glowstone. They're great. Like, all of this stuff up in the nether roof, I'm like, leave it. Too dangerous. Get a priest. I think they can trade you, like, between 1 and 4 or 5 glowstone? Or maybe it's 3. I forget. I forget what the maximum is. I sometimes get it mixed up with glass, where you can get 5 glass. But I could probably do that with librarians as well. Like, instead of getting all the sand from this desert, I could probably get glass from the librarians. But this also gives me an excuse to make a super smelter at some point. I think it's 4 glowstone? Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I have one who trades me 3. I haven't got any better than that, though. Drop a few emeralds in the collection plate. Nobody knows when 1.14 is coming out. When it's done. When they're done developing it. It's about as much as we can ask for at this stage. Can you tell I've been here already? All this exposed sandstone. I gathered all of this while I was watching somebody play Kingdom Hearts 3. Just stripped out all of this. Not a full playthrough, obviously. Is that a smudge on my webcam? Probably. Hermitcraft recap. Yes. What do you expect me to do with that information? Inferno Devil, welcome to the stream, where we encourage full sentences. How do you easily get mending? Villagers. Villagers or AFK fishing, but preferably villagers. More reliable, less waste, less condemnation of your tactics by your server mates if you're on a server. Rajmon! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Move the Stick, thank you as well. Duck Derek. And somebody whose name I can't pronounce because it has a 7 in it. 7 here. Thank you for the follow. When is the recap? Whenever Loy's finished editing it. The recap comes out when it's done. Which could be as late as tomorrow, but I think he was planning on getting it out today. I have done everything I can do for the recap today. I've done the voiceover. I helped write the script. It's over to Zloy now. Don't bug him about it, though, because that will cause him to get it done slower. Something people on the internet need to learn is that you don't get what you want just by nagging the people who make it. Thank you for the awesome videos on YouTube. You've helped me so much. Dude, no problem. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad that I can help. Zloy is such a slacker. One of the hardest working Russians I know. Not that I know all that many. No, Paranol. Passive-aggressive shutdown is what my computer does to me when I'm editing videos and it's too complex. It's like, you were editing that, were you? Sorry. Thankfully, it doesn't do that anymore. This computer is one that behaves itself. Touch wood. As Lloyd tweeted 20 minutes ago that he was stuck trying to download clips for the recap. Yeah, that sounds about right. The tool we use to download them is one that can do it in bulk, so we just feed timestamps for videos into it, and it gives us 45 seconds of that video. but it's not fast. And there were a lot of clips to download this week because a lot happened. That's a regular shutdown. No, regular shutdown is the one where I go to the start menu and I click shut down. That's the regular kind. Anything else is insubordination. Do I save often? After basically every edit, I just hit Control S. Like it's a force of habit at this point. That was drilled into me at university. And basically the mantra of one of the guys who taught me, who took like the seminars that I did, was like, just save everything as you go. Always. Wire it into your DNA if you have to. Hit Control S, Control S, Control S. Or Command S if you're an Apple user. We don't discriminate here. Linux people, you're on your own with your weird keyboards. It's the easiest keyboard shortcut in the world. You just need 2 fingers for it, like all the other keyboard shortcuts. Beat you into college for you as well. Of course, you were working with a reel-to-reel. I owned a reel-to-reel until somewhat recently. Probably a few years ago now, we ended up chucking it out. It was my dad's, or possibly even my grandparents that became my dad's from back in the day. It had like John Lennon albums and stuff on it, with the worst possible quality as well, because it was recorded on like such a slow speed for the tape, so that you could fit more music onto it, and it was just, oh, the quality was so bad. The only thing you don't have, you have an 8-track cassette, mini disc recorder working. Yeah. I never really got heavily into like mini disc stuff. That wave of technology passed me by. I went straight from cassettes to CDs, and from CDs to digital. I used a mini disc player a little bit when I did some work experience at a playhouse, and they still did a lot of stuff on mini disc. It made sense as a format, weirdly. It was just one of those proprietary technologies that was never going to get very far. The plot revolved around someone not knowing what a cassette tape was, and you died a little inside. My wife is insistent that she's going to get... I think she's already pre-ordered it, actually. There's like a... I think it's the new Hosier album that's being released on vinyl, cassette, and digital download. And she's getting the vinyl and cassette, like, deluxe edition. I'm like, we don't even have a tape deck. Why are you doing that? She's like, I will get a Walkman. I don't care. Ochiro Hikari, Naz9, thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the Pixels. You like my wife's priorities? I like my wife's priorities too. She's good. Boss at Minecraft 32, welcome. You're in good company, I hope. Thanks for dropping a follow, buddy. Appreciate your face. Oh, hi. I thought he sounded a little bit small. I have my hostile mob sounds turned down. Yeah, that'll do it. It's like, why does that husk sound like he's breathing, like, on me from a distance? Turns out, it was a little one. Princess Nebula, Your Majesty. Thank you for the follow. Welcome along. Hope you're enjoying your day. How are things in the Nebula Kingdom lately? Sounds like a Sailor Moon character. I love that husks have different noises now. I feel like that's one of the most brilliant things that's happened to Minecraft recently, is that so much stuff that didn't have its own unique sound effects before now does. I really like the beacon sounds. They nailed it, you know? I feel like after all of the back and forth that it's going through to get the textures looking right and stuff, but I feel like they nailed the sounds of some of the newer stuff first time. Like the witch giggles and everything as well. They're so villager-like. It makes so much sense to me. Twitch Charlie, thank you for the follow. Made a world not with the same seed, but using my tactics. Thank you. Glad you enjoy my tactics. Hey. You are a menace. I do not approve. Stop it. Thank you. Best Fortnite props. Thank you for the follow. Do you make Fortnite props? That's kind of cool. I'm not that into Fortnite, but there's some creative people out there. I always love seeing video game props. There's somebody who I think has made a bunch of the weapons from like the trailers and the promotional art for Hytale that I keep seeing pop up on their Twitter feed. And it's always really cool when people do stuff like that. Hey, Whip just went live. Gives us somebody to raid after we're done here. Presuming he's still streaming in a couple of hours. So chill. Yeah, I try to be. I find that if I try and have too much energy on these streams, I get burned out really easily. I get like a concentration headache. I feel like I can do a lot better in terms of energy when I'm making edited, curated content, and when I'm streaming, it feels like I just have to pace myself. Otherwise, I use up all my energy in the first half of the stream. For the second half of the stream, I just don't say anything. Especially when I'm playing Minecraft. I feel like with Final Fantasy and stuff, it's easier to pace myself because all of the action is happening on screen. But with this game, you have to be constantly interacting with it for anything to happen. Unless you're streaming just like AFK farming or something. But when I stream other games, I feel like I can take my hands off the controller for a little bit and it's not going to hurt, you know? Problem with survival games, I guess. How long have I been playing on this server? I have had this world since Minecraft 1.13 Java came out. Because I started this with the intention of it being a survival series in the update Aquatic. I think maybe 2 shulker boxes would be enough. I mostly just want to get out of here because it's nighttime, but it's going to be daytime soon enough anyway, so I might as well stick around. There ain't too much stuff attacking me right now. Streaming should be relaxing. Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, there's some people who are just like, they have the mentality for it and they can just let their mouths go and not have to worry about what's coming out. It depends on the game as well. I feel like it depends heavily on the game. But I just can't always put words together that fast, I guess. I've been told I need to pace myself with my commentary anyway, so I should slow down and start talking more clearly. Then again, I don't trust the people who tell me that. I naturally talk fast, it's just how I do. Can I press F3 so you can see how many days have passed? 1,246, apparently. But I don't know if that's necessarily a representative number. Doesn't that change? I feel like that changes at some point. Let's actually go into the statistics and see how long I've actually played. Time played, 12 days. 12 actual days in this world. 72 episodes. It's not bad. Not bad. Not a bad ratio. Does that translate to like 6 episodes a day? Should tell you on average how much work I put into each episode. Kingdom Hearts 3.6. Dude, I was watching this guy play Kingdom Hearts, and I guess like the tutorial level, at the start of the tutorial level, you've already had 2 title screens, and then it says Kingdom Hearts 2.9 or something. It's like II.9. And he was like, what? We just had 2 title screens and now we're not even playing Kingdom Hearts 3 yet? And then, like, he got to, I think, was it Twilight Town? Like, one of the levels that you go to really early. And it said Kingdom Hearts 3. And he was like, what, again? It's another title screen. So absurd. That game just trolls. It trolls so hard. Okay, a little more sand then. We've filled up that one already. Let's put the green one up there and work from the yellow and blue ones. Norsbrun, hello. We've also had follows from Lost Gamer Ori and Master Crappy. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the Pixels. Square knew what they were doing. Yeah, they did. I rather feel they did. I wonder if that creeper wants to come down here and mine some of this sand for us. Really like the first Kingdom Hearts game, never played the second. Now you find out there are like 5 other games in there. Yeah, and apparently all of them are somehow essential. You can't just play Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3 and expect to know anything about what's going on, which I feel like is very unclear of them. Like, you feel like this should be about Kingdom Hearts 6 by now, if you actually want to follow the plot of the series. And if those games are essential to understanding the plot, then number them like they're sequels. I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I watched somebody play the beginning of 3. I understood nothing. Everything in Kingdom Hearts is like a jargon word as well. It's great. Like, I find stuff like that fun, though. Like, sometimes I can't help but laugh at the sheer incomprehensible nature of some of, like, the way they write this stuff. Like, they got to Twilight Town and they started talking about the data versions of people or whatever. And I was like, what? That's probably something I might understand if I'd paid any attention to Kingdom Hearts 2. All I remember about Kingdom Hearts 2 is that there was a boss who played the bass, like, during a fight. It was a bit like Scott Pilgrim that way. You've played every Kingdom Hearts. Does it make sense to you? It doesn't get easier, yeah. It's also the one of the best things about it is that all of this wacky dialogue is being delivered by like Mickey Mouse. And so he's like, haha, I've spent ages in the Dark Realm, and you're like, what? It's so bizarre. The thing that upsets me about Kingdom Hearts 3 is that, from what I understand, there's basically, like, no Final Fantasy characters in it. Like, nobody from the main Final Fantasy series is even in it. And I get that Disney has so much stuff now that it doesn't really matter. And it's still made by Square, and so many of the original Kingdom Hearts characters still have a kind of Final Fantasy aesthetic to them. Like, Sora just looks like a protagonist from Final Fantasy. It's fine. But I thought it was fun that, like, Cloud and Auron and people showed up, and, like, Squall was in... What was the place called? Was it Twilight Town? Or was it... I forget. The one that is in Kingdom Hearts 1. Why do I need so much sand? Who doesn't need so much sand? Sand is great! Use it to make concrete and glass, and both of those things I will probably need a great amount of in the near future. Enough that I'm willing to completely disregard the safety of my shovel, apparently. Fun fact, Mumbo doesn't stream. I know, poor lad. I'm looking forward to him being bombarded with requests to stream constantly now, and probably not wanting to do it ever again. I don't know what the guy wants. Sora has some Final Fantasy gear given to him. He does. Like, he gets a Buster Sword or something. Hey, Celtic Daddy, welcome along. Good to see you. It's going good. We are harvesting a lot of sand, but we're going to do a Guardian Farm build relatively soon. It's going to happen in this week's episodes. Am I going to do the trick where I dry out the water with sand? No. The sand is here to be made into glass. He'd explain the whole story, but Nightbot would probably ban me for spamming. I don't know if... I don't know if it would do that. Probably not unless you were copy-pasting in from like a whole separately written article and it was coming through really fast. But I think Nightbot only bans you for spamming if you send lots of small messages. Or things in all caps, which, to be fair, you could do if that particular part of Kingdom Hearts really riled you up. Getting a Aloha t-shirt from FF9. Data Leon and Data Cloud. Again, the data people is just very strange to me. I keep imagining all of them being voiced by Brent Spiner. What is this data version thing? Exactly, right? It's something you're supposed to know about if you want to play the third game in the series. I sound incredibly bitter about Kingdom Hearts. I'm really not. Like, I don't really care about Kingdom Hearts. It's just been something I've been watching lately. Checking in with people who are playing it every now and again and seeing if it's as mad for them as it is for me. You hate the new loading in Minecraft? What, like the progress bar on the main screen? Seems like a very weird thing to hate. I feel like your hate is misplaced. I feel like I could feel nothing more than a mild dislike for a loading bar in a game. Like, it still has to load, it just takes a while to do it in the background. Max, this is your first ever live stream. Hello! Welcome to the concept of live streams. People can talk to you through videos, isn't it great? Hope you're having a good day, Max. I'm here to have your first live stream experience be a positive one. It's a lovely game, but got us a dedication. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm done mining sand for today. I have... To be honest, like, if you look back at this desert, it really doesn't look like we've done anything. Which is good. It's how it should be, really. Can't get this amount of sand from a wandering trader. At least as far as I know. 47 durability left on the shovel. It was completely mended by the time we came over here. So, yeah, back to the XP farm, I guess. I'm helping you get through your dad having cancer. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your dad has a strong recovery. I'm lucky enough to have not had a history of that in my family, but I know it is difficult. So I hope that the streams and videos can help you through it, and I hope that your dad gets well soon. The Voivode has subscribed using Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for using your Twitch Prime sub on me. Enjoy your pixel hype emote. Welcome to the pixels. You are 1 in a million. All right, I'm going to return this sand to our storage system, and then I'm going to take a very short break to go and grab another cup of tea or maybe just a glass of water or something. So you guys can take that time to stretch and grab yourself some snacks. Don't know why I built these bridges. I never used them. They were useful for a while. Now I've got me elytra. Thanasifor, thank you for the follow. Maybe 1 in 1080 since that's the resolution I stream in. That would make it like a single line of pixels though. And I already have over 3,000 followers, so that wouldn't make any sense. Sand, 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 and sand. Sleep. Right, I'm going to take a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few minutes' time. Thank you so much for everybody who's followed so far. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, go and grab some snacks. We'll be back soon. Hey, welcome back. Did you know that there's only one letter that doesn't appear in any US state name? I did not know this. Enough of the chair facts, I'm here. The chair does not control this stream. I do. Gaming Cat, hello, welcome, follow. Thank you for the things. Streaming, how does one do that? Shower, thank you. Princess Nebula, thank you. Right, so I don't want to start building the Guardian farm on this stream because I need to introduce it in a video and I've not yet made that video. So we should go and mend tools, and then I'm thinking maybe we could go to the end? Question mark? Not certain about that as a strategy, but I guess we could. I need more shulker boxes. Always. Could fight the dragon a couple more times, maybe. Something like that. 18 Mon, you just remembered you could do this, have some bits. Thank you for the 5 bits. Fight it now! Do the thing! I'm going to fight it with a half-broken shovel, am I? Alright, TBS Scars, thank you for being here. Appreciate you stopping by the stream. Hope you have yourself a good day. So let's put that away. You okay there, buddy? What face? Hello? Are you cloning yourself? I'm slightly worried. Meme Maker, thank you for the follow. Oh, thank goodness. You're safe. That's a concern. If there was an entity duplication bug in this world, that would be a concern. That would not be good. That guy was having an episode of some description. I'm not sure of what, but he was having it. Milo Games with the bit for a chair stream. Ah, well. Sorry to disappoint, but the man in the chair's got things to do. Alright, back to the XP farm. Man in chair stream has 2 bits. Man in chair stream is currently winning the bit war. Man in chair will always prevail. Well, if we're going to fight the dragon, then we may as well get some more ghast tears, huh? Bet that landed in lava. Oh, no, we could have gotten lucky. Where were you? Where was that? I bet it landed over here. I think it must have been over here. Then it got pushed back a little bit. I see 1 orb of experience. Gunpowder. 1 ghast tear. Okay, fine. I'll take the 1. I think we got 2 earlier, so... Breathe in. Man versus chair in the battle of the century. But will chair man? Chair will do what chair is told. Do I follow football teams? Not really. I assume you're talking about English football here. I don't really, no. I'll watch a match, but I don't necessarily support anybody. Main reason for that is I grew up in Southampton, and at the time, Saints were a rubbish team. They're better now. They're actually in the Premier League now. When I was growing up, they were not. Or maybe they were for a bit, and then they got relegated, and then they were back up. But yeah, Southampton finished pretty high in the league for a few years running. Like right after I was out of university. But then I was already in Leeds, and yeah, I feel like I could... I don't think I've gotten in any trouble with anyone for supporting a different team. But yeah, I felt like I hadn't established myself as a Southampton supporter. Drop gets in your stomach every time. Yeah, right. Did you see that that video on the Minecraft subreddit of somebody just jumping into a ravine by mistake? Landed on like the corner of a flowing block of water. Does surrounding your villager breeder or sorter with glass prevent zombie hordes? Doesn't necessarily prevent them. I mean, it keeps them at bay. Why do I have the sound on the bottom right of my screen? So that anybody who's deaf and watches my videos can understand what's going on. For example, right now, you can tell I'm at a skeleton and spider spawner. You're right there, Technical Augury. Are you okay? I think you have to put the number next to the word without a space in it. Just putting glass on the floor of the villager breeder sorter. Can the horde spawn on glass? It's not about the amount of villagers that's there, because... Alright, let me try and explain this a different way. The zombies will only spawn if a village is a certain size, and what that means is not necessarily that there's a certain amount of villagers in a specific area, but it's like, it's based on how many village houses there are, kind of calculating the size of the village. And they have to be a valid village for that to work. So if you've got a villager breeder where you have a set of doors that's like a cell for one villager to be in, if you have like the 6 doors and 1 villager thing, that doesn't count as a big enough village for a zombie to spawn. because you would have to have like the required amount of doors, and they would all have to be within range of a valid village with a decent enough population for a zombie raid to occur. Like you don't see people getting zombie sieges inside their villager breeders if they built a villager breeder that's like the traditional way. In regular villages, if you build a big enough like amount of doors there, then yeah, zombie sieges. But inside a villager breeder, you won't have any. How long did it take to build the experience farm? Probably a few hours. I think it was probably about a 4-hour thing. But that's mainly because I'd never really built with spider spawners before. What am I eating? I've got grapes. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. I have like a bunch of grapes. And I have some tea. My favorite teapot. Do I plan to build a gold XP farm at some point? At some point, yes. Once again, the rule of thumb for this series is if it's possible to do in survival, I plan to do it. People do indeed like grapes. When the spiders get in here, it's always really annoying. Luckily, they don't seem to be able to come out of there that often, so... How did I get the mobs in the XP farm? There are 2 spider spawners, one in here and one over there. If I break down this wall. Yeah, there's the other one. It's in here. And you rig it up with redstone lamps so you can turn the lights on and off in there. And then you use water streams to pipe them into the various little spots I've got for them to collect. And then you just kill them. If you find a zombie village and you put all the doors and torches back in, will it become a normal village again? You have to have 2 ordinary villages, or ordinary villagers at least, for it to actually become a village. Like, the houses and stuff will be valid villager housing, but you need to have some actual villagers there. Like, and villagers don't just naturally spawn if there is valid housing. It's not like Terraria, where NPCs just kind of turn up. Like, villagers either exist because they spawned there during world generation, or like when you load the chunks in for the first time, or because you cured them. There is no like random villager spawning. Otherwise I feel like Skyblock would be very different. Guardian Farm prep stream, Stefan. We got all the materials and stuff that we need for the Guardian Farm, I think. Give or take a couple of things, but we'll probably get those on the fly. I'm not making a Guardian Farm yet because I haven't recorded the introduction to an episode introducing it. And I plan to do that this week, so... Why did I do that? That was a silly mistake. Emergency mute, right on time. Got that sneeze coming for a while. But yeah, I'm going to make the Guardian Farm in a video for the Minecraft Survival Guide this week. and explain how it works as I build it, so I don't really feel like building it on stream is going to be the right thing to do. I actually planned to record the introduction and a little bit of the theory before today, and then have this be the stream where I built the Guardian farm, but unfortunately the timing for that just didn't work out because I was too busy with Hermitcraft Recap today. Love the Cobble Clicker videos, thank you. Appreciate that. We're on the 28th episode, so do it slowly. No, I've kind of... Excuse you. I want to give my boots to the spiders. I've committed myself to doing daily videos for the Minecraft Survival Guide now, at least week daily, Monday to Friday. And that seems to be doing pretty well for my channel lately, so I'm sorry for the folks who want me to slow down. I don't think I can. I don't think I know how. I know it's just a joke, it's all good. I'm pretty sure there are genuinely some people who are like, I don't have enough time. And I'm like, to those people, I'm sorry. Some days I don't feel like I have enough time, but... it's the way it is right now. Somehow I've managed to keep this series daily since, like, December, basically. Which is kind of crazy to me. No, I don't want more spider eyes there. Go away. I don't plan on doing a Season 2 with a different seed. If I do a Season 2, it's probably going to be the same world. And I feel like... I feel like if I do any kind of Season 2, it's going to be the same world and we'll just move somewhere else. And start again. Maybe with like a completely fresh start with no extra tools or levels or anything. Just move the spawn point. But that totally depends on where we're at with the series and like what else I think we can do. Like how Python handled it. Yeah, I think yeah, end raiding. I just changed the title of the stream because we're going to go end raiding. I plan on getting some more shulker boxes. We'll probably fight the dragon a couple more times, open a couple of more gateways. But I need to get some food and stuff first. I feel like I can't finish all of the stuff I want to finish before episode 100, though. Like, I don't think I'll be able to complete Founder's Forge in that time. So, yeah, the idea of finishing this series on episode 100 and starting like a Season 2 somewhere completely different isn't really going to be compatible with the way I want to do this series. I could plan on keeping this going for as long as I possibly can. Oh, we've got so many ghast tears, it's glorious. 3 dragons? I think 3 dragons. And I need glass blocks, I think, right? I always forget whether it's glass blocks or glass panes, because it looks like a flat thing, like a glass pane, but it's actually blocks that you need. We need a better shield. Do I have a shield in here that I can mend this with? No, okay. Well, that's going in there for now, and we'll grab another one. Never underestimate the value of a shield. Kind of essential. Any tips for finding end cities before you have Elytra? Just go in one direction for as long as you can. Try and stick on one axis if possible, but it's just like the first time around it's just luck, really. Need more food as well. Yeah, it's the majority of it is just going to be luck. stumbling upon it. I mean, you can bust out a mapping tool and find them. You can use /locate if you're desperate, you know, but breed the cows first. I think it's, yeah, it's always just going to come down to luck at the end of the day. Tallulah Jade UK with the host and follow. Thank you so much. Matt Miner, thank you as well. And thank you to the folks who cheered some bits earlier. I don't think I got to thank you all as it happened. $61 wheat, the ideal number. Put 1 in there. Afternoon, ladies. Who wants some wheat? Let's get the shield out of here so I can just hold down right click. 18 Mon doesn't like having a weird number of bits. Have some more, thank you. How is this sheep here? You're not a cow. Chrono7, thank you for the follow. Possibly Chrono the 7th. That's the way Roman numerals work in names. So, who wants to die? It you. You were cornered. Made a wrong move. Imagine being the only red sheep in a cow pen. Okay, 52, I reckon that's okay. Get back up to having about a stack. Harry Dog, thank you for the follow. My sister's sending me cat pictures. Save the sheep petition. Oh, the sheep's fine. The sheep will be there for a minute or two. We'll put the leather in there, I guess. Got a lot of string that we can go and trade. Figure we may as well. While we're waiting for all of that stuff to cook. Why have I got the fireworks all bunched up like that? What's that about? Which one of these guys has the best string trade? I'm pretty sure there's one who's got 15 up here. Hey, Orange Pineapple. This one's 18. Also 18. Who is the 15 guy? Is it you? 17. Nope. Shepherd. Not useful. These two are farmers. This one's another shepherd. This one says, yeah, that's definitely 18. Who among you, the farmers, shepherd, armorer, blacksmith, butcher, butcher, 18. Is it just these two with the 16, or is it this one? This one has a 16 as well. Okay, I'm pretty sure I had one with a 15 string trade at one point. Okay, that one's apparently just locked now. Yeah, let's repair some of the shovel XP while we're at it. Hey, Potter's Games. Thank you very much. I appreciate that you like the channel. Put a lot of effort into these videos these days, so Hearing that people like them is always greatly appreciated. Let's trade with this guy as well. Mr. Fletcher. Alright. And thank you for the follow. This guy refreshed? Yes, he did. Good. Good, good. I never have anything else to trade with these guys because they trade, like, arrows and bows and flint. Can't believe there's a villager who trades you flint. Don't want it. Luckily, the string trade is quite easy to unlock. Yep, I think that's it. That'll do. They don't want the flint either. Yeah, basically. Give them an emerald and some gravel and they give you flint. I'm like, really? You're just going to break down that gravel for me then? I mean, I guess. I guess it's useful if you need arrows in a UHC, but that's basically the only reason that would ever be useful to me. Unless there's restrictions on what you can craft or something silly like that. Okay, so let's go and do a thing then, chaps. Let's go and fight a dragon. We need some blaze powder. 6, we need 12. And I guess I need to go back to the storage room to get some more glass. Kill the dragon, kill the dragon. Alright, time to smelt some sand. Good thing we gathered so much of that. Lothgoron, thank you for the follow. Alright, let's smelt some of this up. And while that smelts, I'm going to go to bed and take another very short break. That is not an auto smelter. Yes, that is an auto sorter. I'm going to take another very short break before we do all these dragon fights, so bear with me. I'll be right back. Ayo, we back. All right, let's get settled in. Let's fight some dragons. Ah. I really wish that the stream wouldn't keep flip-flopping back between the pause screen and the main screen. Like, if I go to the pause screen, it takes a second for it to load up when I come back to the main screen, and it bugs me. Why it's got to do that. Also, are you okay now? Are you sure there aren't 2 of you in there? Or more? Gives me a concern. Oh, almost enough glass. That was legitimately like only a few glass short. He was just step dancing? About what? Step dancing. He looked like he had entered the Matrix. Venom was possessing the villager. Okay, that's 3 dragons worth of end crystals. Let's do a thing then, chaps. How efficient are blaze rods and furnaces? They smelt 12 items each. And it's mainly just because I had so many of them, because for the longest time I was just using 2 blaze spawners to get my experience. Let's go! Let's do a dragon fight or 2. It's been a while. We did How to Respawn the Dragon probably about 20 episodes ago now. It was the episode before the Woodland Mansion raid. I know that because the Woodland Mansion raid now has about 250,000 views. And I keep looking back at it to go, how? How has this happened? It's the most popular episode of Survival Guide now. Whoa, hi! Hello, friend. You were like a wall in the corridor. All about free fire resist potions, though. How about you? What is a magma cube? Shameful little pile of secrets. 1 magma cream after all that? Does this sword have looting 3? Honestly. You shall not bounce. How fast can we kill the dragon? Probably pretty fast. I haven't timed it or anything. I do want to do that thing on video where you bring beds to the end with you and you kill the dragon using explosions. That always seemed like fun. I have a couple of things planned for like special dragon kill episodes later. Minecraft can be a harsh mistress. Excuse me while I pour the tea. Gotta have the tea for a dragon fight. Amusingly enough, this tea is called Snowball, but I haven't got any snowballs with me today for this fight. Put that in there. No need of it. Cool, I think we're good. Hup. Bed in the end killed you once another player didn't realize you were there. Yeah. That can happen. That can happen. Alright, let's make sure I'm wearing the armor. Haven't bought a bucket of water with me. That's a concern. Probably fine. Might have to go back for that, though. Here we go. Game on. Sooner or later, we're going to come back for one of these end crystals and do what Cub did. And drag the end crystals out. Once you have an Elytra, killing the dragon is a breeze. Let's hope so, huh? Well, here it comes, ready or not. We back. Hello, Gene. Whoop. Don't want to shoot at one of these things right as you're flying past it. Probably not the best idea. See if we can beat the dragon without touching the ground. Dang it. Not on point with my bow shots today. Oh, there we go. Nice. I haven't done this with slow falling potions yet. I know the new meta is to do this with slow falling potions. I feel like I fall slowly enough. Alright, just the cages left. Build a satellite dish. I know that's what Cub did. I want to just get one of those crystals. Bring it home. Almost. Yeah, nailed it. Oh, we annoyed that Enderman. Sorry. Sorry, mate. Oh, careful. I think a lot of them are mad at me now. Can you get up on top of this? Oh, kind of. Almost. There we go. Alright, phase 2. Let's land over here and make sure the Endermen are dealt with first. Hi. Oh boy, there's 3 of them. Good. That's that taken care of. Only lost a heart and a half. Pretty standard. Dragon's just chilling right now. Doing the swoopy thing. I can never lead the shot properly when it comes to this section of the fight. Oh, Missed UK, thank you for the follow. Oh, that was a good shot. I like that shot. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Fire a fireball at the tower. Go on. Do phantoms spawn in rain? If it's nighttime, probably. I don't think they're affected by rain in any way. Alright. Here we go. To the back. This is probably really loud for everybody. I apologize. Let me turn hostile creatures down a bit. There we go. Is that better? Should I shout more? You look exactly as I imagined me. That's probably because I designed my Minecraft skin to look like me. Come back here, you! Oh, you did. You did. You really did. Yeah, it's the dragon. Sorry.
Okay, I was just like, what is happening? I had headphones in and it sounded like someone was driving. I don't even know what, down the stairs out front.
Wheelie bins.
No, it was a very sound. It threw my head.
I'm fighting the dragon. I am. Whoa, dragon is also fighting me. Dragon fights back. High speed chase. Chat says hi.
Hello.
Hit me.
Startled by the
Yeah, I do cause a ruckus occasionally. It has been known. Decided we fight a couple of dragons because I've got everything else I wanted to get done basically finished. And that's number 1. GG! Free XP and ender pearls. Alright, number 2, maybe?
2. The second one?
Yeah, you can respawn the dragon now.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Something you could learn by watching my Minecraft Survival Guide series, youtube.com/pixelriffs. Yeah. I think we're ready for round 2, as long as none of the Endermen are attacking me currently.
Why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this? Number 2. Why am I doing this? Because I finished all the stuff I wanted to do, and I want to go and get more shulker boxes, which means ideally I want to spawn a few more end gateways. And all of the ones I've spawned seem to be on that side of the island, which means they'll all take me in the same direction. I want one ideally that's like over there somewhere. I think I have one that's on the up. Yeah, it's like over there. That I've already been to. Pow! Cool. You watching more Spanish shows?
Yes.
Enjoy. Oh, this is good. Oh, we almost had a full run of like all of them. That would have been really good. That one though. Nice. Oh! Oh, I didn't think you could do that, but you can. You can fire down through the iron bars. This changes everything. Didn't quite make it that time. For epic elytra bow shots. Thank you for the 5 bits. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, not quite. We might have to do this the traditional way, the intended way. I do the floor is lava challenge while fighting the dragon. I mean, basically, that's what we just did. Yeah. I don't want to get too close and then fire off and have the explosion kill me. I've already taken a little bit of damage. Oh, that was a little bit hairy there for a second. Hi. No thank you. That could have been difficult. Oh, Dragon's Breath is all over that now. That sucks. How am I supposed to get up there? Curse you, dragon! Should have brought glass bottles with me, hadn't I? Well, this'll do. Oh, I angered an Enderman again. Nice. We're good. Might need some more fireworks after this, actually. Hi! Whoa! Throw me up into the air. I'm fine getting a boost. Get a boost off of you. You big lizard. Shoot you in the face. Still haven't touched the ground, and you can tell because the Endermen haven't hit me yet. What happened there? Oh, wow, okay. You're in a hurry. More Endermen. Lads are always getting mad at me. Did the dragon just come and finish that Enderman off for me? I rather feel like my shield just took 2 hits from the Ender Dragon. It's going easy on me today, apparently. the legs. Always aim for the... Whoa! Excuse you? Do you mind? I am not taking a death here. It's a good thing the mob farm is producing a lot of gunpowder. Yeah, definitely. Definitely going to need that. Sorry it's so loud. It is a dragon though, so... I feel like that's kind of part of the course, really. Stay fed. Whoa! Bullseye. Need to not look at any enderman when you look up. Excuse me, chaps. Is she coming back down yet, or...? One more, please. There we go. Oh! Nice. And we got a new gateway over there. That's kind of a new direction. I think that'll be worth it. You showed the armor. Yeah. You mean the enchantments? I thought you might. This, and this. Enjoy. Basically, it's protection on everything, and mending on everything, unbreaking on everything, and then all of the other enchantments that apply to specific pieces of armor. Except I don't have Frostwalker, I have Depth Strider. I am Reach Shiny. I reckon we can do one more. We got 43 fireworks. That should be enough. Nothing looks like it's in danger of running out of durability anytime soon. Nice. Good start. Well, Bowshot is getting worse. He says as he scores 3 in a row. It's so easy to take out the crystals with a light throw. Whoa, careful. Don't want to get that close. Yeah, much better. Much better. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Hello! I'm on your crystals. You have a creeper farm? No, I have a general mob farm that spawns creepers. Which is pretty useful. Probably make specifically a creeper farm at some point. Fragenstein, excellent name. Thank you for the follow. Uh-oh. Incoming! Okay, we'll try and shoot this one from below, because that dragon's breath is not going to clear up anytime soon. Nailed it. Good job. Phase 2. Come at me, lady. Thingo kaboom. Thingo kaboom quite often. The floor is once again lava. Oh. This dragon doing its Kitty Pryde impression. Excuse me. Aim for the legs. The hitboxes are in the legs. Ow! Wow, that was a quick turn. Not used to you turning so fast. Sorry about the view. Okay. To the skies. Yeah, I reckon we can probably get another couple of fights in if we wanted to, but I kind of want to, like I said, do some special episodes where we fight the dragon using unorthodox methods. Wow, that arrow flew further than I expected it to. What was that about? I kind of want to do the trident thing, but I'm very worried about throwing a trident into the void. It'd also be really cool if you could get thunderstorms in the end. Like, if you could control thunder in other dimensions, even when it was only stormy in the overworld. Because fighting the dragon just with, like, bolts of lightning, can you imagine how cool that would be? The answer to that is real cool. Just being able to fly around and shoot it with a bow and arrow like this is pretty cool. But I think thunderbolts would definitely be the icing on the cake. Oh, almost. Final blow with an axe. Bring it down on your head. Except Dragon's Breath, not so much. Alright, then we'll go for the butt. Why do you make me kill this thing in the butt every time, Minecraft? Winner! Undefeated in 6 dragon fights. I think 6? How I tell? 7. 7 dragon fights. Nice. We are 1/3 of the way to being done with dragon fights. Now, where was that new... Oh, is it that one over there? Oh, interesting positioning. That's probably the furthest away from any of the other towers. That's a good one. Let's go for that. Bolts of lightning come out of the portal to the overworld. I like the idea. GG no re. I think about 13 re's are in order at some point, but hey. Yeah, it's a much better gateway. Although knowing me, I've probably circled around the outer islands and explored somewhere I shouldn't have explored anyway. I never go in a straight line whenever I go through one of these gateways. Do I have enough rockets? Probably not. I'll probably go back to the overworld and get some more. But I have a firework chest with, you know, full of them, so it shouldn't take too long. Alternatively, I could try and find an end city and bank on there being an ender chest there, but I don't want to get caught out. I don't want to get stuck there. So I'll bring a bunch of fireworks. We'll make the shulker boxes as we go. Up. 80 glad you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's bring 2 stacks. And put the pearls in here. We'll keep the end stone. Iron bars can go in there. Great. On YouTube, I said I was preparing to make a guardian farm. I've got the ingredients for what I need to make the guardian farm out of. I plan to start a video and say, right, we're going to build a Guardian farm, and then actually build it on camera. So, yeah, this was Guardian farm prep. And, yeah, I need to do that stuff basically on the video series. Because building it on a stream would be great, but I haven't, like, introduced the concept to people or anything, and just turning around and being like, right, it's already built, would kind of not be the point. Suddenly, a Guardian farm approaches. A huge battleship, Steve. Ow. There's the portal. Right over here. I'm going to build a wither skeleton farm up there. Because I think those two blaze spawners aren't close enough to be a decent blaze farm. I know the mug looks funny because it's green. I intentionally use this mug because it's green. And my green screen makes it look funny. So that one we've been to before. I think it's this one over here we were deciding to go through. Got a couple of choice ones, though. If you look at it, that one over there, the one that's kind of basically square on with the portal, is the first one I went through. We've been through that one to get the most recent, like, set of shulker boxes that I got. Now we've got one that's almost horizontal on that axis as well. Ain't too bad, guys. Ain't too bad. We're doing alright for end gateways now. I look forward to making some sort of, like, terraforming project out here in the end. Eventually. It's got a tiny monitor wrapped around the mug. Yeah, that'd be fun. It's a an Elgato Stream mug. It costs you $500. Okay, good. Whenever the end terrain doesn't load in, it freaks me out for a bit. Okay, that's our coordinates, just in case we need those. Let's go find a city, chaps! Not going to waste the fireworks until I need to. Also going to check that my elytra works from time to time, because occasionally... Yeah, occasionally you get stuff like that happen. Oh, that was a close one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to, when we make a base in the end, do some, like, terraforming and stuff out here. That's going to be fun. Again, that's one of those things that you can do, and I don't know if some people will have thought of doing it. When I went to the end in my Xbox world, it was one of the first things I wanted to do. I had this one project where I built a windmill in the overworld, and the next thing I did was, like, build the same windmill in both the Nether and the end. To have windmills in all 3 dimensions, and they were kind of linked up. I liked the idea. In practice, these days, the dragon would just destroy my windmill. Hey, there's another portal back. These are always worth keeping track of, so I might take the coordinates of this guy. Okay, 1300. So we're going out on the, I guess, x-axis. Negative. Cool. Let's up the render distance a little bit, if we can. Hopefully this won't affect the stream too much. Stargazer with the follow, and Armachillo followed just a little while ago. Thank you, guys. Whoa, that was a little dangerous. Render distance, don't fail me now. So how's everyone doing? Oh, we got a thumb. Yay. My favorite. Hello. Nice. Shulker box number 1. Yeah, the tiny end cities I always call thumbs. I've no idea why. They just look like thumbs. Ow. This guy's wrecking me. Also, my shield could do with a bit of repairing as well. Might have to make another one once we get some iron. Which will probably be somewhere in one of these cities. Because you tend to get iron ingots as loot in some of the treasure chests here, so... There'll be a couple in this room. Oh wait, no there won't. There'll be 2 outside the entrance and then that'll be it. These cities only ever have like 5 shulkers in, sometimes just 3. Lads, wake up. Hello. Thank you. Now you got that Enderman mad at me. Well, this is awkward. Get on my level. There's another guy outside who's mad at me as well. That's not good. Don't make me despawn you. Too late. The best nap ever. Congrats. Glad you enjoyed your nap. I guess we're going that way, right? Stay on this axis. Yeah, I really need to make a shield because Enderman hit real hard. I need some iron. Nathan Carver, this is the first time watching the stream. Mine is pretty cool, thank you. Glad you're enjoying yourself. Welcome along. Tad Tibbets, welcome along as well. Thank you for the follow. Wait, no, we're going to... Wait. I got turned around. The air's real thin up here. We're going that way, towards negative X. I don't want to get too far off track. But luckily, it looks like we've got a pretty hefty looking city over here. No ship, sadly, but I already have 2 backup elytra, so I'm not that worried about that element. What I am worried about is these guys. Immediately. No shulker box from you. How about you? Hey, we got one. We got a shell. How lovely. Pretty soon I will need a new shield, so hopefully this city has a couple of loot chests in it which contain iron ingots. Man, they're being stingy with the shells today. What's that about? Man, it's a good thing we got enough steak. I would be in need of some steak at this point. Hey! Stop that. Where are you? Underneath there. Try it. Try it, punk. I see you. Hi. Anytime. Nice. Dropped a shell. Excellent. I don't want to look at more Enderman. Because, yeah, my shield has like 25 durability left. Not good. Hear the shulker noise and you hide because you think it's from you. Oh, I think I teleported that guy by mistake. I'm sorry, where are you? Oh, you're there. Oh, hi. Wakey, wakey. Oh, he teleported again. Are you serious right now? Where is that guy at? He's playing Playing games, are you? Playing a game. There's one guy firing at me from down here who's already aggroed. It might be him. Ow, ow, ow. No. No levitacy. Dang it. There's another guy over there. It's a weird place for him to be. Ah, no, he had a box. Give me the box. Give me the shell. Interesting backing music. Yeah, it's not the usual end tunes, is it? There's one more guy out here somewhere. Is he on the outside? Oh, up there. Get back. He's on the roof. Aha! I have you now. Oh, dang it. Thank you. I'll take it. I'll hop over to this one. Just hide underneath this. Excellent. Not bad so far. 8 shulker shells. Four more boxes. Any tips on getting builds done quickly? You always build super slow. Make sure you have all of the materials you want to build with before you start. Because the thing I find slows me down is resource farming. I always end up like having to stop partway and gather more materials for the build, and it just slows the process down tenfold. Whereas if you gather all of the stuff beforehand, you can concentrate on the task of building and not on the task of stopping and chopping some trees. You sort of lose your momentum that way. But building is a slow process, especially if you want to add lots of like detail to your builds. It's always a bit of trial and error. It's always a lot of like stepping back and seeing what... Oh, hello. Stepping back and seeing what's worked, what hasn't. It's always a slow process. And don't like beat yourself up about it. Anybody who builds fast probably has built the thing in creative first, and so they know exactly what they're doing. So like you could build it in creative first, or you could build several houses that you kind of know the design already, and that makes things quicker to build because it's a little bit like repetitive at that point, so you're just repeating the same things you already know. Nice, got him. And 14, not bad. Right, let's see what's in this treasure chest and cross our fingers for some iron ingots. Or let's just fall to our deaths. Whichever, you know. I'm easy. Oh, you've got iron things, but not iron things I need. Curse of vanishing things as well. Do I have any iron in any of this? I imagine I don't, right? That would be a sensible thing to happen. Got some shulker shells I can put in there, though. I have iron bars. Good. I mean, that technically can be smelted down into 1 iron ingot. Or 1 iron nugget, rather. It's not what I want. Nope, of course, no iron in there either. Flint and steel. Can't do anything with that guy. Music discs, ender pearls, firework rockets, potions, coral. Boo. Terrible. Terrible. What kind of organized man? You're here for the Hermitcraft recap. Well, you came to the wrong place. The Hermitcraft recap is hosted on YouTube. You're on Twitch. You've made a terrible mistake. You don't always have to parkour your way up these towers. You can just build. The music, though, right? I love this soundtrack so much. But yes, this is not the most solemn or tense music to be exploring this otherworldly dimension. That's kind of why I like it. Kind of breaks the illusion a little bit. Yoink. That's 3. No shell for that guy. We don't enchant one shield with unbreaking and protection because you can't enchant shields with protection. You can only give it unbreaking. And that feels like a waste of an enchantment to me because I have other gear I want to enchant with unbreaking. You could enchant it with mending, but then I feel like I would also be wasting a mending enchantment. Then again, I have a mending villager, so that's not unheard of as such. But yeah, I find I rarely get Unbreaking 3 in enchantment tables, so when I want it, I usually want it for stuff that's a little bit more precious to me. I get Unbreaking 3 like when I'm enchanting the tool, but on a book, it's really difficult to get. And I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, you have to enchant shields from books because they don't naturally enchant. Nice. 37 shulker shells so far. It's pretty good. Ugh. You can enchant Unbreaking to your shield, yes. Protection, no. So we're going towards -X, which is that way. I think I'm done with the city. I don't think there's anything else that we hadn't already covered. Maybe up there? Do we been up there? Let's find out. This one looks like it would have treasure, but I think we've already been here. Yes, we have. I can tell because nothing's shooting at me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yep. Okay, we're all clear. I think we're all clear. Out into the distance towards -X that way. Don't look at the Enderman. Oh, there's another one over there. Yay! Does it have a ship? No. This one feels like a very, a very uniform end city. I don't think this one will have any treasure chests either, because they need to be like 3 stories high. Ow. You? How dare you, sir? Thank you for dropping a shell of your former self. Uh-oh. Did Did I damage that guy just by throwing an ender pearl into him? I rather feel I did. So yeah, none of the end cities we've found so far have had particularly good loot chest opportunities thus far. So I feel like we should keep looking. I'm mostly here for the shulker boxes, but I need something to build a shield with. Okay, we're still going towards negative X, so that's good. Negative X is like evil X, but just a little bit more... a little bit more pessimistic. How many shulker shells am I looking to get? An unspecified number. I already had a bunch in my ender chest, which I hadn't really thought of. But, yeah, I'm just looking to do some end raiding. Though it is heading towards the time I will probably be wrapping up the stream. But I reckon we'll find a decent city before we do that. Anything to either side? Nothing over here, nothing over there. Elytra is so OP in the end. It is until it runs out. But most of the time if you're fighting shulkers, that doesn't happen because you get experience as you go. But if you do a lot of flying, you never know when the thing can just drop you off in the middle of nowhere. You can never have too many shulker boxes. Exactly. And I plan to include some of the stuff like shulker box loading mechanisms and things. Use them for storage more. I've already got enough that I can organize into my ender chest. But I do want to include a little bit more about using them for storage purposes into the Minecraft Survival Guide series. Negative X is Azuma circa Hermitcraft Season 1. I do not see any more cities yet. Where are we at? Minus 5,000? Heading for 6. Oh, it's a confident man who takes his mouse off of a... takes his hand off the mouse when we're flying over the void, but... I believe... Like the shulker sorter that Cub made last season of Hermitcraft. Yeah. Yeah, where you just kind of chuck them into a hole in the wall. It's a pretty great design. I imagine we will need them when we get to stuff like villager-powered crop farms and stuff. Just shulker box loaders running in the background. Hey, there it is. Is this attached to a really small city as well? Oh, baby city with a ship, though. Well, this is adorable. I'm going to stop over here and take a screenshot. This is incredible stuff. Look at this little babby end city. Oh, that's incredible. Yes. Oh, amazing. Good work. Good work, Minecraft. Well done. Legends. All right. Well, it looks like we may not need a shield after all, because, yeah, I think once we've got the elytra from this lad, I think we'll probably call the stream there. Once I found a place to get back to the main island anyway. I think we could always just fly on back home. Pop. I always thought the sound effect of shulker bullets popping was a really cute one. You wanted the rest of the city to load behind... Hey! That was rude. That was rude, man. That shulker went defensive. That was a proper, like... That was a tank move right there. Deflect. Deflect and absorb. Tony Shulk right there. Okay. Ender Pearl. Hup. Nailed it. Hi. Solid takedown. Clean. We'll go back to the dragon head in a second. Always take the brewing stand. Might get iron ingots in these chests, actually. Well, that's entirely golden beetroots. Get that out of here. Oh, and a mending diamond chest plate. Beautiful. Blank canvas right there, but with mending on it. Fantastic. Right, add that to the trophies. And that mending chest plate. I mean, I already have a mending chest plate, but just a plain mending piece. That's quality right there. Good loot. Curse of Vanishing and Curse of Binding, though. Where are you? Oh, that guy. Any shells? Nope. Churlish, I say. Churlish. Insubordinate and churlish. Nice. That's dragon head number 4, I guess. Got 4 elytra, so that makes sense. I should have 4 dragon head. Whoop. Two more shulkers left here. What do I plan on doing with the dragon heads? I don't know. I have a really great one-chunk pirate ship design where I use dragon heads as cannons. But if you're not around that constantly, it sort of feels like a bit of a waste. Where did the other guy go? Oh, round the back. Round the back. There he is. Die. Okay, 6 more shulker shells. I think that's a decent haul. We have 43. Oh, look at that. Odd number shulker shells is never good. No more left on the boat. Don't think there's any more left over here. Oi! Where did that come from? And can it provide us with another shulker shell, please? Oh, it could. It could, you know. There's a guy up there. Whoop. There it is. Hello. How am I doing the zoomy thing? Optifine. Brilliant. The client-side performance boosting mod Optifine allows you to zoom in. It defaults to the C key. Also, automatically activates cinematic camera, which is a very good move, because otherwise, without cinematic camera, it looks like this, which is not pretty. Meopus, thank you for the follow, and Mark Glavin a Clampfer, sorry. Thank you for the follow as well. Oh, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you for keeping me company while we put together all the materials for the Guardian farm. I feel like that's going to be a great episode this week. But I think now is probably the time to return to our main island. And yeah, I did make a video about Optifine quite recently. So if you feel like checking out the YouTube channel, Minecraft Survival Guide, there's an episode titled What is Optifine? That should be what you need. And we'll keep an eye out for any end gateways on our way back, but otherwise we took the coordinates of one not too long ago. All in all, pretty successful trip, I think. 3 dragon fights. Still only 1 death in this world, by the way. And I'm jinxing myself by saying this directly over the void. But my elytra are in good shape right now. Malik and Zega, thank you guys for the follows. Welcome along. Why do I stream on Twitch instead of YouTube? A number of reasons. I think Twitch's features are better than the YouTube ones. I personally found moderation on YouTube to be very difficult if a stream gets busy, whereas on Twitch it's actually kind of manageable. The Twitch audience has a better understanding of live stream culture and live stream etiquette than the folks on YouTube do. Like, anytime I streamed on YouTube, I was always being asked, like, when my next video was coming out, and then on my YouTube videos I would always be asking, people would always ask when I was going to stream next, and like the balance of videos and streams just kind of got uncomfortable to me. It makes more sense for me to keep streams and videos separate, and I feel like I can always upload my YouTube videos to I can upload my streams to a separate YouTube channel, which is what I do. I have a second YouTube channel called Pixel VODs, where I upload all of these streams the following day. And yeah, Paranol's just put a link to it in the chat, and I find it a lot more, I find it a lot more organized, a bit less cluttered to put all of my streams and stuff on a separate channel where people can watch them if they want to, rather than uploading them to my main YouTube channel and then people feeling like they have to sit through 3 hours of content to watch all of the stuff I do. YouTube's algorithm also prefers it if your videos consistently get views, and I feel like people watch streams less consistently. So that's kind of the problem with hosting your stream content and your curated, edited YouTube videos in the same place. Hence Twitch. I feel like Twitch also is it has more fun with streams. Like, you have a bunch of established emotes and in-jokes, and Twitch is like a whole different culture to YouTube. And I enjoy that. I like them being separate things. Haven't dropped under 20 viewers this stream. No, not so much. This happens when I stream Minecraft. People actually turn up and watch, unlike when I stream Final Fantasy. Which, speaking of which, we'll be back to that on Tuesday and Thursday this week. Twitch also has a better backend for streamers. Exactly. The YouTube dashboard for streaming is not pretty. I really don't like it that much. Hello, Stanley. How do you always turn up at the end of my streams? When we're on our way home. I think there was a gateway around here somewhere. Yes, there's one dead ahead. We flew directly at it. I think I kind of started my flight from here, so that shouldn't be too much of a surprise. I've just gone on the same axis the entire time, but I feel like we bobbed and weaved a little bit left and right as we went, so that feels good to me. Feels like a successful little trip. Schwa! And we're back. Well, folks, that is going to be it for this stream, I think. I'm going to hop back through the portal, and we'll be back to the farmhouse. And we'll find someone to raid. So please do stick around for the raid. It's always important to share some love through the Twitch community. GoFish has subscribed right at the end of the stream for 5 months with Twitch Prime. 5 months already seems like yesterday. It certainly does. All right, I think we will raid Whip today. He's streaming Minecraft right now, and he's got 90 viewers, so we can boost him over 100 with our audience. Probably over to 150 if you guys get on board. So don't forget to use your Pixel Hype emotes and the hashtag PixelRaid. Show some love over on Whip's stream. You know him from Building with Whip and an episode of the Spawn Chunks he was on recently. If you haven't heard that, then please do check it out. But stop by his stream. Don't forget to drop a follow while you're there. And in the meantime, I will be back soon. Take care. Bye for now.